Welcome to our video on the US debt clock and its significance. In this video, we will explore key topics such as the current US national debt, debt to GDP ratio, analysis of the US national debt, change in wealth distribution, national assets versus unfunded liabilities, US GDP context, and the case for precious metals. Let's start by understanding the current US national debt. The US national debt refers to the total amount of money that the US government owes to its creditors. As of, the US national debt stands at. This staggering number has significant implications for the economy and future generations. To put the national debt into perspective, we need to consider the debt to GDP ratio. The debt to GDP ratio measures the national debt as a percentage of the country's gross domestic product. A high debt to GDP ratio indicates that the country's debt is growing faster than its economy. This can lead to economic instability and hinder future growth. Analyzing the US national debt is crucial to understanding its impact on the economy. It is essential to consider factors such as interest payments, government spending, and revenue sources. By analyzing these factors, economists can assess the sustainability of the national debt and propose strategies for managing it effectively. The US debt clock also highlights the change in wealth distribution. As the national debt grows, it can affect the distribution of wealth within the country. This can lead to increased income inequality and social disparities. Another important aspect to consider is the comparison between national assets and unfunded liabilities. National assets refer to the value of the country's resources, such as land, infrastructure, and natural resources. Unfunded liabilities, on the other hand, represent future obligations that the government has promised to fulfill, such as Social Security and pension payments. Understanding the balance between national assets and unfunded liabilities is crucial for assessing the country's financial health. To provide further context, it is essential to consider the US GDP. The US GDP, or gross domestic product, is the total value of all goods and services produced within the country in a given period. By comparing the national debt to the GDP, we can understand the debt's relative size and its impact on the overall economy. Finally, let's discuss the case for precious metals. Precious metals, such as gold and silver, have historically been seen as a store of value and a hedge against inflation. As the national debt grows, some individuals and investors turn to precious metals as a way to protect their wealth and diversify their portfolios. In conclusion, the US debt clock and its associated data provide valuable insights into the state of the US economy. Understanding the current US national debt, debt to GDP ratio, analysis of the national debt, change in wealth distribution, national assets versus unfunded liabilities, US GDP context, and the case for precious metals is crucial for making informed decisions and navigating the complexities of the US debt and the value of precious metals.